This episode of the Capital G Show has been brought to you by the Titanfall lore. The critically acclaimed FPS that's good enough to cure cancer and make me buy an X-Bone is now in lore form. If you want to be entertained for 60 seconds, the link is in the description. What's up YouTube, Capital G here, talking about this really neat card coming out of the Dragons of Legend set later this month. It's called the Eye of Timaeus. I believe that this is a card taken straight out of the anime, in which, a lot of people have probably been anticipating it for quite some time. For those of you guys who don't know what the card does, it's a normal spell. It says, this card is always treated as the Legendary Dragon Timaeus. I'm not sure if that's ever really going to be relevant. Target one Dark Magician monster you control. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck that lists that monster on the field as a fusion material monster. Using it as the fusion material, you can only activate the Eye of Timaeus per turn. So I didn't watch a lot of the Legendary Dragon arc on the Yu-Gi-Oh show, the anime. I know that Joey, Kaiba, and Yugi all had Legendary Dragons. I thought Timaeus, the green one, was Joey's dragon, but it says, Dark Magician, so it probably was Yugi's card. Anyways, this is one of those cards that we've needed for years in the game for the sake of all Dark Magician monster fusions everywhere. It kind of sucks that right now there are only 3 of those, fusions that are associated with Dark Magician, but I mean, in the future, Konami could have some plans to make more. And it doesn't really matter because 2 of the 3 are just incredible anyways. I mean, Dark Paladin has always been a legit card, especially with his spell negating effect, which, I mean, even now, it could cripple decks like Blue Jeans and Heretics, even Mythic Dragons with their, 101 draw cards that they always completely rely on. I mean, he's always been a great card. He's just pretty impossible to summon. And then, of course, there's the new Dark Magician girl of the Dragon Knight, and I'll do a video on her shortly so that you guys can understand what she does. You can technically summon Dark Flare Knight with Timaeus, but I mean, I wouldn't recommend it because the other 2 fusions are just so much better. And a lot of you guys are probably thinking, well, the first line in the card says target one Dark Magician you control, and it's not like he's the easiest thing to summon. I completely understand that. You shouldn't have to rely on, risky cards like Dark Magical Curtain or something like that to just to, be able to activate Timaeus. But, I mean, you guys should know damn well that we're just going to circumvent that condition, and here's how we do it. Step 1, summon Elemental Hero Prisma, which is searchable by a bunch of different cards. And then step 2, dump Dark Magician using Prisma's effect. Damn, that was simple. I mean, it's really just that easy. The other material becomes irrelevant, and then you get to summon an incredible monster. To me, this kind of seems like the Miracle Fusion for Dark Magician decks. I mean, the one that they've been waiting for forever. I mean, Dark Paladin came out in what, fucking Magician's Force? I mean, that has to be like, 2005, 2003, something like that. It was like forever ago. We're talking, maybe a decade ago. And I'm not really sure about the card being, once per turn. I don't really think that was necessary because you lose your monster during the process. So it's like, even though you're summoning these 26 and 2900 beaters, after you use the first Timaeus, you'd be pretty hard pressed to get another Prisma or Dark Magician on board unless you use something like, I don't know, a Hero Lives. But even then, it wouldn't be like an OTK or something like that. So all in all, I think that this is a really neat card for casual play. I mean, it could have been one of those cards that is just completely killed with its activation condition, but luckily things like Phantom of Darkness, which I didn't even bring up in this video, and Elemental Hero Prisma exist. So, I'm all for anything that makes Dark Paladin easier to summon, because it's like, can you really remember like another like fusion or something like that it was amazing when it came out, but it was just so fucking hard to summon. I mean, this card makes it a lot easier to summon. And again, the new Dark Magician Girl card, she's damn legit. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching as always. Subscribing makes life happy.